Marty in Craig, Colorado. Hey, Marty, what's up?
How you doing, Tom?
Good.
Hey, in regard to your first guest, Jamie, the same old talking points about the billionaires being so wonderful to society.
Right.
I have a conservative, sort of libertarian friend. Speaking of passing the word, I try to. And he came up with the old, never saw a poor person hire somebody.
Right.
I just wonder what your response to that might be. What would be a good argument for him?
Well, very simply, most small business people who hire people, they may not be below the poverty level, but many of them are. I can tell you when I started my first company, I started it while I was on unemployment. I was below the poverty line. When that was an herbal tea company that Louise and I started back in 1972. When we started after we sold that business and with a fair amount of cash, moved to New Hampshire, spent 5 years running a community for abused kids, taking a $25 a week salary, and ended up broke. Started another company, literally with a $15,000 line of credit on my American Express card. Took no money for the first year. I was the poor, right? I mean, literally, I had no money. I didn't apply for food stamps or anything because we had a little bit in savings, but we were using a credit card to start a company. That's what entrepreneurs do. When we started this radio show, the expense for this radio show, we started it with our retirement savings, and we took no income for the first couple of years. And so, actually, the reality is that poor people are the biggest hirers of people in the United States that there are, because most jobs are created by small businesses, and most small businesses are actually run or started by entrepreneurs who are pulling themselves up, by sweat equity or by, a line of credit or money that they borrowed from friends and neighbors, like Louise and I did. We never borrowed money from friends and neighbors. I borrowed it from American Express, so it's nonsense. I'm sorry, poor people hire people all the time, and beyond that, it's not the hiring that makes the job. The fact of the matter is that if somebody's running a factory that's making socks, they're not going to hire somebody just because they have a little extra money. They're going to hire somebody because more people are buying their socks. And
would it be fair to say that the workers make the billionaires?
Exactly. Well, it's not the workers; it's the consumers. Demand is driven by people spending money. Exactly. And people spending money is what creates jobs. When people spend money, then the people who own the factories or own the businesses say, gee, I need to expand this. This is growing. We need to hire new people. We expanded the television. We had to hire another person. We've hired a couple of people now in the last year. Things grow, and they grow in response to demand, and it's just Marty, that argument I've heard that so many times, and it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Yeah. And so I hope you can go back and talk to him.